Okay, so currently we are first place with 63 points, 5 points above RB Leipzig, who are in second. And we will be versing Werder Bremen in the final, as well as Inter Milan in the quarterfinals of the Champions League. But our first game here is going to be against Leverkusen. But we are going to take off Schlotterbeck here for Koch, since we have the Inter Milan game after this one, and we need our players to be rested. But they do kick off here. Now Hoffman's going to pass it over, but Fran Garcia almost wins the ball there. Pedri gets that over there. Truben with a save there. Now Larson has it. We're just going to have to pass this around. Try not let them have as much as the ball as we can. That's going to be a foul there. And he's going to make the tackle. So we get a free kick here. And we're going to aim at the corner with Ekatike, so we get most power. And that's a great free kick by Ekatike there. Just smashes it into the crossbar. And that's going to be 1-0 here. Now Grimaldo is going to get this over to Ziyech, who gets that through to Wirtz. Now Hoffman has it, and we just cannot let them score here. Leverkusen is a hard opponent to beat, so if we can just keep our lead in the Bundesliga, that's going to be good. Now we get the ball from Hoffman there. That's a great tackle from Fran Garcia. Now we just need to pass this out, but Grimaldo has the ball, gets that through to Hoffman, takes a shot, but Truben with a great save. So you pass that straight into Pedri though. Now Wirtz takes a shot, and that's going to go off the crossbar there. So he gets over to Chaibi, through to Gittins. Now we cross it over to Bakayoko. We're just going to cross this in to Ekatike here. Tries to make the header, but that's going to go to the keeper. Now Chaibi has it, and we're just going to pass this over to Ekatike, through to Bakayoko, who is tired here, so we're just going to take the shot. But that's going to be a bad shot there. Now we are going to sub off Gittins here for... Let's do Wahi, I think. Where is he? Oh, Wahi's there. And we're also going to put in Ferrer for Bakayoko, as well as Nkaku for Fran Garcia. And we're not going to sub off Branthwaite here. We need at least one of our best defenders. But now they have the ball. Grimaldo gets this over to Morer, over to Ziyech here. But Bradley with a great tackle there. Gets this to Menu. We should have passes forward here. And Ferrer loses the ball there. But now Wirtz has it. Gets that through to Hoffman. But Truben with a great save there. Now Ferrer has the ball here. Cross it over to Gittins. Takes a shot. And that was almost a good assist there. But it's going to be saved by the keeper, as they get this through to Conceição. Now Hoffman has the ball here. Through to Adley. And that's a great goal there. Truben just could not save that. So we are going to get a Ekatike here. Pass that back to Ferrer. But he is going to lose the ball there. And that's unlucky. But now Moser has it. And we just need to tackle. And that's a great tackle there. But he's going to get that to Adley still. Now Wirtz has it. He's going to probably pass that through, and he does. Gets this through to Conceição. Takes the shot, but Truben with a great save there. So we cross this out to Wahi. Menu gets this over to Ferrer. Gets past the defender there. Can he go all the way here? We're going to pass it over to Ekatike if we can, or Gittins. Get that to Ekatike, who takes a shot. And that's a great goal by Ekatike there, and a great run by Ferrer, who is our youngster as well. So he's doing good this season. But now we're going to clear the ball if we can, but we don't get the header. Now Wirtz has it. He's probably going to take the shot here. Takes the shot, and Truben with a great save there. But now Moser has it. Gets it to Wirtz over to Hoffman, but Truben with another great save in the last minutes of the game. As this game is going to end 2-1 with Ekatike getting a brace here. And our next game here is going to be against Lombardia FC in the quarterfinals of the Champions League. So we're going to play this first leg, and then potentially sim the second leg depending on how the score ends. But now we get that through to Gittins. That's some great passing there. And we are just going to lose the ball there. Get this to Ekatike here, who takes a shot. But that's going to be saved by Summer. Now Lautaro Martinez has it. Gets this to Satriano. That's a great tackle there, though. Passes over to Gittins. Gets that through to Bakayoko. We're going to lob this over to Ekitike. Takes a shot, and that's going to go just wide of the goal there. Now we're just going to pass this over to Ekitike again here. Takes a shot, and that's going to be saved by the keeper. We just keep getting those balls over the defense there, so we can get that and have Ekitike actually get a shot on target. We could actually score some of those. But now we are going to get this over to Bakayoko if we can. I just got to use his pace, but pass it back to Ekitike. And we're going to pass it over to Bakayoko again here, who's through on goal, takes a shot. And that's a great goal by Bakayoko here to put his 1 goal up in the lead versus Inter Milan here. So now we just need to keep that lead. And we're going to lob this over to Ekitike here. Takes a shot, but that's going to be offside there before he could take the shot. Now they get this through to João Neves. Martinez takes a shot, but Truman with a great save. Actually, that was Barella who took the shot. But now we get this over to Gittins. Managed to get past this defender. Now we just need to go all the way here, but we pass it to Ekitike. Takes a shot, and that's a great goal by Ekitike. Just curls it straight into the top corner there. So that's great as we're now 2-0 up. Now Barella has it, but Chaibi with a great tackle there. Bakayoko's trying to get past the defenders. We're going to cross it over to Gittins, but that's going to be a bad cross. Get this over to Garcia. Should pass it back to Chaibi, over to Ekitike. Gittins to Ekitike, takes the shot. And that's some great passing play and another goal by Ekitike here, who gets his 2nd of the game to make it 3-0 in the 50th minute, or 60th minute. Now Satriano has the ball here. Martinez just gets taken out by Schlotterbeck. And that's going to be a foul there. And what's the card going to be? Oh, that's going to be a red card there. I mean, we're down a man here, so we just need to try and not let them score. Potentially get some more goals here to secure the win. But now Chaibi gets us through to Bakayoko. Now we should pass that forward if we can. Chaibi gets this over to Gittins if he tried to, but it's going to get intercepted. Now Gittins just loses the ball there. They crosses over to Barella. And Çalhanoğlu has it. Lautaro Martinez takes a shot. And that's going to be a good goal from them, as that makes it 3-1 here in the 82nd minute. So we are going to sub off Branthwaite here. Also put in Collins for Ekitike and then switch him and Schlotterbeck's spot here. Make sure our defense is strong. And also put in Uzun for Chaibi, as well as Ferreira for Bakayoko. But now Rafinha has the ball here. Gets this to João Neves, over to Lautaro, but Larson wins the ball. But it's going to get taken off by Martinez. Now Çalhanoğlu takes the shot, and he's going to score that to make it 3-2 here in the last seconds of the game. So we are going to win this game here, 3-2 on aggregate. But we are going to play the next leg here versus Inter Milan again. But since it was a close game, we are going to play it so we don't go out in a sim. So we take off Schlotterbeck here. Put on a striker here as Kosh goes in. Now Çalhanoğlu has the ball as they kick off. Now Barella gets it. And she's going to probably pass this around. So we just need to draw the game. And we're through. But now Branthwaite has it. Gets this over to Menu. Bakayoko has the ball here. And we're going to pass this over to Ekitike if we can. Gittins takes a shot. But that's a great goal from Gittins there, as we ended up passing to him instead of Ekitike. But now Menu has it again here. I'm going to pass it over to Bakayoko. Pass it over to Menu. Get that to Ekitike, who is going to get tackled off the ball there, as they are through on goal here. We need to catch up here. But Truman with a great save to cross this free kick in. And Larson with the header to clear it out, as Bastoni has the ball here. Gets this to Satriano, takes a shot, and they are going to score that to make it 1-1 here, or 4-3 on aggregate. But now Barella has the ball here. Satriano has it as well. I just need to make the tackle here if we can, but that's going to go just wide of the goal here. So Ekitike has it. Gets this over to Chaibi. Bakayoko has it. Takes a shot, but Summer with a great save there. Now White has the ball. Gets this over to Bastoni. And just trying to pass this around here. Now Martinez has it. Now we just need to make the tackle on him, but they get this through to João Neves. And Barella has the chance to score here. Just can't make the tackle on him as Lautaro Martinez scores to make it 2-1 here, or 4-4 on aggregate. But now Bakayoko has it. We're going to pass that through to Ekitike here. Go over to Gittins, and Gittins with a great shot hit there, who manages to score to make it 2-2 or 5-4 on aggregate. But now Gittins running to pass here, gets it to Ekitike, takes a shot, and that's going to go just wide of the goal there. But now they get this forward to João Neves, and we just missed that tackle by a lot there. Now Barella has it. They're going to cross it over to Trubin, but that's going to be a save by him. And that pass is going to be intercepted there. Now Martinez has it. Çalhanoğlu just past our defender there. That's some great dribbling. So Martinez has it, and that's going to make it 2-3 as they score to equalize on aggregate here. But now Chaibi has it. Gets that to Ekitike here. Takes the shot. That's going to be a save by Summer there. And we just cannot let them score another goal here, because it's the 80th minute and we can go out if they score here. But now they cross it over. João Neves with the header, but Trubin with a great save there. Chaibi has it. We're going to pass it forward to Ekitike here. We're just going to find out a good pass here. Get that through to Bakayoko. Takes a shot. And that's a great goal there, as Bakayoko has scored what's potentially the winner here to send us into the Champions League semifinals. And this game is going to end with us equalizing the game up to make it 3-3 or 6-5 on aggregate. Currently we're at first place in the Bundesliga with 75 points. 5 points ahead of Leipzig though. And Napoli is going to be our semifinal opponents here. So we're going to sim this game. And that's going to be a 2-1 loss there. That is not that good from us. But now our second leg, we will play this versus Napoli. And Ekitike has a red card here from too many yellows. So we're going to put in Wahi for him. And I'll put in, I don't know how to say that name, but put him in. Now Bakayoko has the ball here. We're going to try and get that through to Chaibi. Just past the defense here. I'm just going to cut this back if we can. Wahi has it, takes a shot, but that's going to be tackled by the defender there. Now Rafa Marhin has the ball. Now Branthwaite hits it straight into Trossard. Bradley managed to block his pass, but they keep it as Balde has the ball here. Trossard gets this to Lobotka, and they take the shot, but that's going to be blocked by Schlotterbeck there. Now Menu gets this over to Chaibi. Over to Gittins here. We just need to find a cross that we can do, or a pass. We're going to pass it over to Chaibi though. Get that to Bakayoko, takes a shot, and that's going to hit off the outside of the post there. Now Stiller has it. And this Napoli team looks stacked here. Good players all around. Ozyman as he scores to make it 3-1 on aggregate. They also have Stiller. They got some good defenders here as well. But now Branthwaite heads that over to Chaibi. Lobotka crosses back to Ozyman, who does win the header there. But Schlotterbeck managed to get in front just in time before he takes off running there. And that's going to be a foul here. And is that going to be a yellow or a red here? And he is going to get sent off. So now we do have a chance here, as we just need to score 2 goals to equalize here. Chaibi with the shot, but that's going to go straight towards the keeper there. Trossard gets this to Ozyman as we missed the tackle there, and that's going to be a foul. Ozyman with the shot, but then that would almost chipped Trubin in there. But now Raspadori has the ball. Manu with a great tackle. So we're just going to get this forward to Garcia. Over to Chaibi. Get that through to Wahi. Thought that was Gittins there. And we're going to take the shot. And that's going to sail over the bar there. We didn't even put that much power on it, though. But now Trossard has the ball here. Now they're pass it back. Trossard's probably going to cross this in, but he passes it to Balde instead. Gets that through to McTominay, who takes a shot, and that's going to hit off the post holding the goal. But now they get this ball here. Trossard's... But Bradley just wins the ball there. That's a great tackle from Connor Bradley. Now we just need to pass this to Wahi over to Gittins here. Just through. But that's going to go just wide of the goal there. And that was not a good shot by Gittins. Now we're going to pass it through to Bakayoko here. Need some more pace to get through. Takes a shot, but that's going to go straight towards the keeper there. As Gittins has it, gets us to Chaibi. Through to Bakayoko, takes a shot, and that's going to go just wide of the goal there. And we cannot make any shot this game, as we are going to lose 3-1 on aggregate, with us not being able to score anything. But last game here is going to be versus Werder Bremen in the DFB Pokal final. And this is our chance to win our second trophy in the series. As it passes forward here, Stage has it, gets us to Berisha, over to their striker, takes the shot, but Truman with a great save there. But now Bakayoko has it. That's some great dribbling by him as he gets us through to Ekatike, takes the shot, and that's going to be saved by the keeper there. But now Schmid has the ball here, gets that through to Stage to get us to their winger here, and that's going to be some good defending by him. But Bradley manages to win the ball there. Now we should pass it over to Schlotterbeck. We pass that straight into the defender there. So take the shot here, and that's going to make it 1-0 in the 22nd minute here. So we still have time to get another goal. Now Bakayoko has the ball here. Crosses that over to Ekatike, but Menu gets the ball back to Ekatike, over to Gittins, and that's a great shot by Gittins there. Has the ball low to the ground there. But now they are going to get the ball here. Schmid has it. Passes that forward to, I think that's their left back. Takes a shot, but Trubin manages to save that. Now Bradley has the ball here. Gets that forward to Bakayoko. Over to Gittins, or Ekatike. Or tried to cross it over to Gittins, but that was a bad idea. Larson has it though. Gets it to Ekatike, who just shoots that wide of the goal. Berisha has it here. Crosses that over. And we just cannot keep the ball for that long here. Keep on losing it every 5 passes. That first half is going to end here. But now Schmid has the ball here. It's going to get past our defense there properly. Get this through to their striker here. Now they get it through to the striker. Takes the shot, and that's going to go just wide of the goal there. Now Bakayoko has the ball here. And we're just going to take a shot here if we can. Get that to Gittins, over to Ekatike. And that's some great passing by us there, as we managed to make it 2-1 here in the DFB Pokal final. They get this through to their striker, who gets past our defense, takes a shot, but Trubin with a great save there. Now Bakayoko has the ball here. I'm going to get that back to Bakayoko. Over to Gittins here, takes a shot, and that's going to make it 3-1 here in the 63rd minute. So that's a good start here. Now we just need to keep this lead and not let them get any more goals here. But now that their striker has the ball, gets past our defender, and I did not press tackle there. That's going to be a red card. Oh, that's going to be a red card. So now we're without our second best defender here, which I did not tackle with him, so gave him a red card though. But now Schmid has the ball, takes a shot. Trubin with a great save there though. Now their left back has the ball, gets us forward to, I think that's Berisha here. Gets that through their striker, takes a shot, and that's going to be 3-2 here in the 80th minute. So they do have a chance here. Now Fran Garcia has it. Gets us over to Chaibi. We're going to pass it over to Gittins here. And we just need to get a shot off. Bakayoko with the shot. And that's a great goal by Bakayoko here, as he manages to make it 4-2 and scores what's potentially the winner here. Now, Boanga has the ball here. Gets past Bradley, but Bradley managed to tackle him off the ball here. So we're going to cross this over to Ekitike here. Manages to keep the ball there. And we have 2 minutes here to score another. Get that over to Gittins, takes the shot, and Gittins has his hat trick now, as he scores to make it 5-2 here. And we do manage to win the DFB Pokal for the second time in a row. So it's our second trophy, as Hugo Ekitike does win Bundesliga Player of the Season here, as he did do really well this season. And now, we did also manage to win the Bundesliga here with 81 points. I think that's 7 points ahead of RB Leipzig. Beat 5-2, as well as losing out in the Champions League semifinals 3-1 to Napoli, who did beat Manchester United. But now our highest goal scorer was Ekitike here with 38 goals and 17 assists, followed by Gittins here with 30 goals and 15 assists. But I'll see you guys in the next episode, so bye.